can break my heart, but you can't break my heart. You cannot break my heart. You have been trying to break my heart, but my heart is never been broken because you can never break my heart.
Myself and others moving through the mountains with flat, rough, long roads, looking for freedom. On a long road, hoping for freedom. Aiming at setting myself free, taking others along with me. Some roads we travel on are full of mountains, and through those mountains we must pass. And in those mountains, there are rough, high, small, flat roads. Myself and others, we find places on the way so nice and beautiful. We find wanting to stay instead of moving on.
On the 10th of August, 2020, just after the Women's Day, on Monday afternoon, late around 5 or 6, I was coming from the taxi rank where I usually charge my phone. I received my phone there, which is on the top deck in Cape Town. As I was coming from there, I passed the Wi-Fi hotspot and sat there for a moment to download a movie. I was waiting for my phone to finish downloading, and I saw this guy approaching me. His name is Kolani, normally known as X. He came to me and asked if
Not here, I'm sitting here with my phone.
and I am not scared of this.
Boys want to rob you.
I answered him back.
Yes, I have, but I'm being careful. It is a long, dark night. Wind howling around the street corners. Faceless men appear. They have a need, fetish, a dream, or a fantasy, and by far in emotional interaction. The stress reliever, a social worker, or just a good listener, and affection. And maybe some love and affection. Handsome reward is gifted to a fetish, a dream, or a fantasy, which is above all, no strings attached, no guilt. Service is rendered, job well done. Rewarded with dollars abundance, both happy and blissfully married. Pride and sexual morals still intact.
After that, he spoke business with me, and I agreed. I needed the money too. And I trust him, because I know this guy. He used to live with us, close to where we live. We then walked to a place where they usually hand out food to homeless people. This is the Heaven Night Shelter in Chapel Street, where they usually hand out food to homeless people. And I was feeling a bit hungry. We got there, and I took a plate of food and said he is not feeling hungry, so he does not want food.
Fuckable money. When I had money, I could breathe. Fuckable money. I had the freedom to move around. Fuckable money. Club hopping and partying all nights. Fuckable money. Until the sun came up. Fuckable money. I could use my card to swipe until I dropped. Fuckable money. I did not worry about sending money to my mother. Fuckable money. I would just e-wallet her. Fuckable money. She would just say what she wanted. Fuckable money. It will be done in a second. Fuckable money. I did not have much stress. Fuckable money. My stress was about going shopping. Fuckable money. Getting my hair nails done. Fuckable money. To be done before the next appointment. Fuckable money. Until Corona came. Fuckable money. I could not breathe. Fuckable money. I could not move around. Fuckable money. I'm still not breathing.
Sexy lifestyle of the night. A time how I'd get outside and go to bars, to clubs. CBD, Cape Town, Greenpoint, is where I do my work. My money, sex work. Time 7:30. My game starts. So when you are sexy, you are bright. To bring to clients or people who buy sex from you. Sexy work. Time. You are only give sexy lifestyle to make them to give you more, and you have you. They will never forget you.
My friend, he is a diva. He is gay. And he's still young, and there was this old guy who wanted to rape my friend. And so we are running in the hotel and we tried to switch off the electricity. We were somewhere on top, last floor, and we saw other people and we tried to call them. And we saw that man, he was having something with them. And so we tried to survive, to run. My friend, he is young and gay. This old man who wants to sleep with young gay boys. And so we tried to run. I just wake up now from this dream.
As we were walking, he gave me money and said,
Keep
"Keep
it
it so long, because after we are done with the business, I am going to give you extra money." I agreed, because I wanted the money, and the phone was still in me. And we arrived in this place. It's in the bushes. It's a bit isolated and quiet too. But I did not notice anything, because I wanted this money.
How dark and long those nights on the streets was, but scary and exciting with the faceless men, because this is my job, sex work. It is very emotional, and the action with them, the opposite sex, have to be enjoyed with good feelings towards the client, with good rewards to me as a social worker, a good listener, to offer other women with no strings attached. The men, they pay for their fetishes. They would like to fulfill the fantasies and keep their marriages alive and strong, because there is no guilt on their part, still happily, blissfully married.
We got to business as usual, and it took really long.
Why?
Because he wasn't even getting a heart erection.
Oh.
And he was also looking at me like it was all my fault. And during this time, he even gave up.
Did he hear God?
Because he didn't come.
Wow.
And he just stood up and held my hand so tight and said he wanted to tell me something very important.
Yes.
And by this time, it was obvious he wanted more than just business with me.
In through the nose, out through the mouth, inhaling a colorful mixture, spreading it past the lungs, between the ribs, filling the ribcage with color, the ribs coloring all the white bones into a lovely color. My colorful existence is doing something to my ego or posture. It is my confidence. It is my confidence. Up straight, comrade, salute, a gesture.
You think you can break my heart? Hell no. You can't break my heart. You just turn my heart into kindness. It is sad to see you breaking my heart, because you cannot break my heart. Because you cannot break my heart. I put my hands on my chest. I'm in a state of panic. The brains are short and lifeless. I think about what could, should, would have been done. I breathe. Faster and faster. Then I take a deep breath and I say, until Corona came to ravish us, fuckable money. A virus that did not have boundaries, did not make appointments, fuckable money. It shut down business for a minute, fuckable money. science, suckable money. It made men's lungs collapse. And did not
have to be buried.
Plastics, condoms, I can't tell the difference. Fuckable money. It spread faster than, I don't know the English word. Fuckable money. I had to stay indoors. Did not grind for the bill, sit for the bill. Fuckable money. On many different confusing levels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuckable money. I'm still not breathing.
I told him I'm not feeling the place, and it was getting darker too. And I was thinking about my boyfriend, but X was holding my hand. I wanted X to leave me, and he said that I should rather play with his dick up until he comes, because he has paid me money.
The one part of me is scared of the sunrise because it will reveal me beneath the mask. Realizing because of the positions people find themselves in, what will they do? Knowing I am the one they ask for advice for on their business deals, the one they commit fraud for, lie to their partners just to see an honest smile. What will they do? If it was up to me, I will say, let them for a second or two love, breathe, feel what it is to be under my skin. And let that lie hidden in the shadows be seen and live free like it's supposed to be.
I played with his dick, tried to do this and that, but he still didn't come. Still, I stood up and his hand was holding me tight. I tried to run, but fell down on the grass. And he strangled me so hard, I thought I was going to lose my life. I was shocked. How could X do this to me? And by now, I knew what he wanted was my phone.
Exactly.
His hand tried to reach my brow. He picked up a stone and hit my head on the right side, and before I knew it, I saw blood coming out. I tried to run, but I noticed that my phone was not on me. So I ran back to him and could see my phone in his back pocket. Olani,
Please give my phone back.
where's my money? He said. I was stunned and said to him, okay, I will give you your money back, because I knew my phone was much more valuable than this money.
In place, hands and arms, light from inside out, dark, closed place, green howling around the corners, not a lot of movement or shadows above. Silence definitely feels very alone on the street corner. I'm leaving the weather on this night, folding itself around my cold body. Too much for me. Back home, to what? Nothing to sustain myself. No, no. I have to endure because I can't wake up tomorrow morning with nothing in my pocket. Where is my faith that was keeping me to survive in these dark days of COVID? Pulling it from within myself and turning me back to the beginning of this night with hope of fish. Confident that I'll be leaving with moolah in my pocket and a smile, which is hard to fathom as my face felt frozen.
I'm all alone, no one to help. My heart is broken. All my dreams fade. You can break my heart, but you can't break my heart. Healing happens. Just change now, focus from outside to inside. I had a dream the way we used to be. I tried not to think of you, but when I do my eyes think of you.
My night, awesome, troublesome. Most of the the time this thing gets inside me, outside when I do not even like it. Big, small, colorful, stranger, weaker. Legs cut through my skin so sharp I cannot even reach my mouth.
Nights, fast days, slow nights, fast days. It's like I'm ripped into two, the one protecting the other. I didn't know why. When the sun rises, the stronger side hides from the light, afraid that humanity will banish me, while the other side protects to cover up that smile. That smile the clients I meet in the dark at night. I used to do whatever would. I even know of them committed forward. For a smile that only comes out when the sun sets. When the sun sets, I take off that mask, revealing the sex worker with a smile that takes a burden and make it as light as a feather. Let every client that pays what I want go wild, do things they thought they will never do. Makes this sex worker proud. As found for now, strength only existing in the dark. The break of dawn makes my soul shiver. The mother of four is a reputation to uphold. She is scared of the hidden light, strength that is in the light of day. Because my weakest tool, unbelievable but true, discriminalization is told to put all of this to rest. I fight. I'm prepared to fight. I am the light of day. So the dark of night can release and let go of the strength hidden in the shadows of that night. The mother, the sister, not forgetting the sex worker. I will remain strong.
Olani, I will give you your money back, but you must give me my phone back. He never took the money, nor gave my phone back.
You thought you can break my heart? Hell no. You just changed my heart into kindness. It is sad to see you breaking my heart because you cannot break my heart. Are you not tired of breaking my heart? Stop breaking my heart because you won't break my heart. I'm still here even if you break my heart.
This is my memory. How dark and long those nights on the streets that scare and excite me, faithless men. Because this is my job, sex work. It is very emotional and the action with them, the opposite sex, have to be enjoyed with good feelings towards the client, with good rewards to me as a social worker, a good listener, and the other woman with no strings attached. The men pay for their fetishes. They would like to fulfill their fantasies, keep their marriages alive and strong, because there's no guilt on their part. So happy, listening marriage.
I tried to take my phone from his back pocket by myself. He then hit me again with a stone on the other side of my head. By now, I was seeing a lot of blood coming from both sides of my head. From the left side and on the right side. I was feeling dizzy and ready, leaving him behind. And he was also running away from me, hiding inside the bushes. I just went up and looked for help and told the people who live not so far from the place where the incident happened and told them about it.
Walking on this scorched soil, burning my feet, the ground cracks.
Yes.
I am pulled down inside. Deep darkness, my enemies pray. They light red and black candles. I stand in the center of nowhere, naked, throwing blood at me. I see rats, I see snakes, I see owls. They shout, they call me names. I must be poor. I must be worthless. I must be used by those who want to make me a toy. I'm just a body of bones. No sight. Walking among the dead. A fire glows around me. They push me. I shout. Tears wet my body. I see razors. They cut me open. Brown and black things they put in my skin. They put scars. I fall down in pain. I am whipped. I am defeated. I am praying. I'm about to be devoured. They say you'll never make it in life. You are born to be a slave. You are powerless. They take it all away. My spirit leaves me. My soul can no longer hold. I am departed. The light comes out of the blue. The heavens open. I am lifted. Then I awake.
I am thinking about nightmares, dreams, bad things people do at night, rape, hijacking, robbery, other evil things. People think they are not seen when they do such things, but at the end, they get catch up. Some are not found. They are left with a guilty conscience.
They just looked at me and said to me, just go to the police and just report him. Not even try to help me by looking for him. I knew I was not going to get any help from these people. They just looked at me and just asked too many questions. I went back to Konani and looked for him all by myself. And I was feeling really, really dizzy. I couldn't stand anymore. I went back and looked around and around. And I was not seeing him anymore. At the end, I gave up and went to see if my boyfriend was at home.
You can break my heart, but you can't break my heart. You have been trying to break my heart, but you never break my heart. Because you cannot break my heart. Are you not tired of breaking my heart? Stop breaking my heart. You won't break my heart. Because my heart is unbreakable.
He, my boyfriend, was shocked seeing me in this state and said, I look too dizzy to go to the police station. I did not go in that state, and I slept, and I spent the night with my boyfriend. He helped to wash my hand, and I spent the night at home with my boyfriend and slept.
Moving myself up and down, not know where to go. And people looking at me, I am lost, don't know what I'm doing. And I'm not done. It is me and my partner. I'm not alone. I am with the person who loves me. But at that moment, I do not have a job, no home, no food, no family, no one beside my partner, who still sees me as a better person to how other people see me. My Prince Charming, my angel, my king, and he's my friend.
My night, awesome, troublesome. Most of the time this thing gets inside me outside when I do not even like it. Big, small, colorful, stranger, weaker. Blades cut through my skin so sharp I cannot even reach my troublesome face.
The next day, I went to the police station and got help. I was just given a J88 form for a doctor to fill in.
Highlighting that is engraved inside my bones. Revealing the crafted words like in ancient times. It screamed out, "Forgive me, I'll never be what you want me to be." Already I was molded and crafted very carefully indeed. Go ahead and see if you can remold me. If you can, then an old tree can be bended. If I can be remolded by human hands. If I can. If I can.
You can break my heart, but you cannot break my heart.
He's unbreakable.
You've been trying to break my
Heart,
heart,
my heart.
but you cannot break my heart.
He's unbreakable.
You can break my heart,
my heart.
but you cannot break my heart.
He's unbreakable.
Taking others along with me, looking for freedom. On a long road, hoping for freedom. Aiming at setting myself free, taking others along with me. Some roads we travel on are full of mountains. And through those mountains, we must pass. In those mountains, there are rough, high, small, flat roads. But myself and others, we find places on the way so nice and beautiful. We find wanting to stay instead of moving on. Taking others with me, looking for freedom.
Name's Fuma Jason. I've got a story to tell, and within myself and my life, there's a lot of things that people don't see. So putting it on theater or on stage, or if we are putting it on film, then people can see it better. Because I've always been an activist, worked for Sweat, fighting with D-Cream, so it's all the time, it's like toys and stuff like that, wearing t-shirts. So why not putting it on stage? So people can see how one lives, especially a sex worker or a homeless person. So when you put it on stage, it's more like people interact with it better. I just want people to just believe in themselves, regardless, when you didn't get education and all that, and you believe that you won't make it. Just believe in your dreams and go on and really believe in it. I see myself traveling, I think by next year, because this 3 years, theater, we've been doing it here in TIC, UCT, so I would wish to travel more, to go to different places, show my work.
My name is Zoe Black. I'm part of the cast of Covid Waarheid, the sex worker theatre, and it's been quite an experience going through this production, and because we did it through lockdown and we were using a WhatsApp methodology that was new, and we got phones and data, and all we had to do was just communicate once a week. We'll have sessions, exercises, everything. Very different. I think COVID really got to us, but the fact that we're able to still have a production and still say our poems, because we were writing poetry, and this was a different session, stage, because because we worked with Jason and Eddie, our stage manager, and it was very intense. Despite our problems and the challenges that we're going through in our own personal lives, we're able to breathe and try and put it out on paper. And writing poetry from scratch was very difficult. I hope what the audience can take from this is that, I think individually as human beings, we were going through our own struggles of not having an income, restriction movements, and just being in one place, which was very exhausting, and not forgetting the mask. And I think it's just a memory that there were other people who were more vulnerable, especially sex workers, because you depend on moving around, you depend on meeting clients, you depend on, that's your bread and butter. Now going to ask the neighbor for salt for everything was very difficult. And it's also the effects of criminalization of sex work, especially in South Africa and globally. And where I see myself in the future, I see myself working around production a lot because I grew up in the theater in Zimbabwe, Drips Theater, and then this just keeps on reigniting my passion of one day being able to have a theater company and also be part of the sex worker theater company. But what I'd love to take away from this is that I would love to start a YouTube channel, and what I've learned here is a skill, and I'll be able to use it in the future. So follow me at Zoe Black 1000 on Insta.
My name is Glynis Bantham. I'm 62 years old. The reason why I chose acting, I think at my age, I thought that could be a nice way of going into not really a career, but something that I can do and give back to my fellow sex workers. The story that I've been telling, it's a very personal story. So at the end of it, it means to me, I'm carrying over something to the audience for them to have a better insight into how our lives as sex worker evolves. I want them to take away a brighter or better picture of what sex workers is. They say we're criminals, this and that, but at the end of it, we are human beings, just natural humans like them. After this sessions, I see myself as, how do you put it, I will be an example to the other sex workers out there, because when we finish here, we'll have the theater, remember? So what I've learned, I can bring over to my fellow sex workers to create the theater that we're working towards.
Nicole Adele Adams. Didn't even see myself as an actor before I was encouraged by a lot of people to go for, what do you call this, interviews for this act theater group, and I thought to myself, I'm seeing myself as a poet. I was about to combine my book with somebody else's book, which was about to be released. So she lost the whole half of her book because I decided to go with acting, something my part, not their part, because this was her journey, not our journey. I think to me the story is sex workers do have feelings, faith, like all the rest of my team has explained. And I believe that if the young people of today can listen to the story carefully and understand the troubles, the situations that women, men find themselves in and how they got out of it, it doesn't mean that it's a guide now to go and do these things. It means that we are warning them not to go there, because that pain, I don't think they want to ever live with. That inner pain, emotional pain, is more worse than physical pain. That a lesbian, I actually don't know what am I in the LGBTQI plus A, because then some say this, some say that. I don't know what it is, but what I want them to take, that a mother, I am a sister also, I'm a sex worker, and at the end of the day, I would like to go home to my wife and my kids and know that I have changed the future for them and their children after that. Not only these, but the whole world, I guess. Well, I've believed not to think to the future because I don't know what my next step might hold. I was told to be curious about the future, but where do I see myself happily married with my kids all under one roof. And doing, writing, whatever, because I love poetry. And now acting.
My name is Nono. I'm 35 years old. I want to express myself through acting, telling people about who we are as sex workers. Some of the people outside don't know sex workers, they just know Omakosha. So we want to tell them about our stories. This story means a lot to me. It's changing my life, also changing some people's lives outside, people that are watching our stories, because we are telling them about our true life stories. I want to leave them with a message that they won't forget about us. As sex workers, people are taking, they are looking at us like we are nothing, like empty vessels, like dogs. Some of them, they are calling us names. So I want them to know that we are human beings. I'm seeing myself continue learning about acting. I don't want to stop acting. Yeah.
My name is Aquila Gancho, and I'm 28 years old. I love acting because I want to change people's perspective about how they think about sex work and stuff like that. The story means a lot to me because I am telling a story about what I went through as a sex worker. So I want to change how people think about us as sex workers, what happens to us, the reality of our work as sex workers, and how maybe that could change how other people think about us as sex workers. I want the audience to see the real me and to be changed by what I am trying to portray, be moved by what I am acting, and really understand and get inside to what I am telling. I see myself as continuing acting because this is what I love, and I see myself going even much more further and even learning much more than what I have learned already for these past 2 years already. Some people know what I am, some people don't know. So what I can really say is that it is hard because I go through a lot, because when I have to always tell people what I am, you see, especially when clients don't understand about what trans is. It is hard when I am going to have to always explain myself and trying to convince what is transgender to a certain person that wants to know about my sexuality. Through what I have been through, or through in life as a trans sex worker, I think it was part of homophobic and the lack of not knowing how to treat a transgender person as a client, or as a human being, or as a normal person. Yeah, it is that hard for me.
Nolbabalo, Tsotets, 35 years. I-acting ndiyithanda kuba ndiyi-sex worker to ubonisa abanye abantu about bas njengoba sizi-sex workers singazenza into ezi-better than. And also siyakwazi nokucula ezicaweni, but still they think that we don't do things, we only do the sex working, but we also have our minds thinking. The story, it was about my dreams. Tifuna i-audience zithathe into yokuba i-sex workers, they also have dreams. They've got stories, they've got thrift, things that bagqithe kuzo, banezinto bagqithe kuzo. That's why belapha ngoku. So now they want to share with them, babone uba bangabantu, they are human beings. I see myself on TV, learning how to act. I can even sing. I want to sing more. When they must see us as a sex worker, we've got great future.